You know what? I'm into like, yeah, I'm really into figurines. I'm really into figurines as well. They're so nice. I just they're so expensive though. I usually don't collect them. Although what I did get is these two. Some guy does stone busts of things, and I got a stone bust of Hanzo and also one of Genji.
Ooh, just like regular skin Genji and Hanzo, or like
Yeah,
any of the cool skins with it.
yeah, regular, and they're really nice. They're really nice. I've got to say, it's pretty cool. I do like that sort. As I've sort of settled down a little bit, you know, into my house and stuff, getting more decorations is certainly on the horizon. I've always been this guy where I'll just sit and kind of have to be an empty room, but who cares? Who cares? We have 20 seconds left to go into the game. The defense.
What is going on in chat? Everybody is shouting out for Kamumi. Kamomi? I don't know, but apparently it's the rallying cry that's coming out from everybody on the side of Buffalo. Buffalo looks like they're running a fairly standardized comp, running 2 tanks, Reinhardt and Diva, throwing in the pharmacy for good flavor, Soldier and Lucio just to round it all out.
Very, very flexible composition. Very flexible. Going into them, Agusgren, we'll have to see what he picks here on the Hanzo. It's sure that could be a Hanzo. There we go. There's the Lucio. Oblivion is on Widowmaker, so this is a very mobile lineup.
And is bringing the Widowmaker out the doors. This is going to be a Widowmaker that's going for picks for the remainder of the round.
He does need to hit him, though. He needs to hit the shots. We saw before a Widowmaker that doesn't hit shots can be a bit of an issue. And, of course, well, you know, it's hard to be consistent on Widowmaker, I've got to say.
Specifically whenever you've got a giant Reinhardt shield and everybody is positioning right behind it so perfectly. Good job on the defenders. They're really balancing around. Ahab is doing a good job of really using the hotel to fire rockets in and not be at risk from being hit with that Widowmaker. Just really solid all-around play. Look at this. We've got Bucket and Switcher Dude coming around on the sides trying to start putting pressure onto the point.
In the back. Oh, Mercy's in a little bit of trouble. He has the Winston on her. Bob goes down. No more res. Oh, he had it, too. He had the res. The check mark. He is on his portrait. He had the chance. He just didn't use it. So the attacking team will just sort of roll through.
Picks. Oh, Switchery Dude throwing out the new Tracer dance, making use of all the new emotes.
Look at that.
On the point at that. Blinking away.
We were just talking about that before, too. Yeah, I think that all the new skins for this are so cool. Oh, didn't blink away in time. You saw that.
That was the revenge for the dance right there. That's karma coming back. Whenever you throw down the BM dance,
the reaction
the hook
time
comes for you.
Just not quite there. He had the shot. He had the chance to get away, but he didn't. Now this Widowmaker needs to be careful. The Diva's 1 rocket boost away from being pretty much in melee range. Let's see if the Diva goes for it. We have Bucket though, defending the Widowmaker. Drops down, and we're defense available for her. So Oblivion is on his own, pushing up.
Cart's still moving around, coming around second corner.
Oh,
another really
saved.
Nice hook.
Saved though. From behind, we see a bomb gets Owen. Perfectly executed. Logros is very low as well. I don't know if this Reinhardt can live. He has the shield. Nice triple, quadruple even. Blocked by the barrier. Lucio doing a good job of not staying in a bucket though. Gets a double kill with the Diva bomb. Absolutely insane plays coming out from both sides, but it looks like the attackers come out in the end. Oh, a hook onto Diva. Ahab manages to heal up, but he's alone now. Let's see if we can get another hook, maybe, onto the Zenyatta. He still has a chance to make an impact. No, it's gonna miss.
I think it's just coming down to they're trying to stall as much as they can. Everybody's just trying to get onto the cart, trying to make sure that they buy those extra couple of seconds. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. That is a real competitive time that they're pushing for right now. The defenders want to try to get one last contest in this, at least maybe try to get a stop on this, but look how far forward everybody on the side of LegitRC is playing. They've already got so much control around the second point.
Oblivion actually gets a pick onto Ricky, but now he has a shield to shoot through. Makes it a little bit difficult to see. Ahab can't hit the headshots, and Diva on Oblivion now, looking like Oblivion's in trouble. Indeed, does take the death. But still, a barrier and a whole hog is popped on defense. That's quite a bit for not a lot of value.
And they're just using it to try to push in and stop this cart from moving forward. And so kind of in an awkward spot right now where the defenders have a lot of strength on.
Strange
down the self-destruct.
Self-destruct.
Net too much for it. Yeah, I think meant to slide it down the alleyway and it just got caught
for sure. I think that maybe he hit shift and Q at the same time, but the Q actually came out first. Ahab in a little bit of trouble. The healing is not quite there for him. Another jump in from the Winston. Bob's in trouble. Oh no, they take out the Mercy. That's a big deal. Again, no mercy res. You know, he can't die like that. We're seeing that happen so many times. LegitRC doing such a good job of picking him out.
And Legend's gonna try to stall for as long as he can. Does get down. That gives Ahab the ability to come in. Mercy and Reinhardt are right back behind him. Ahab just instantly gets destroyed as he steps through. Well, everybody from the defenders is just kind of stuck back over in spawn.
They need to go in. They need to push. This car's gonna be there.
Tricking in. Olwen does manage to get feet on. Bob comes in as well. Here comes the rest of the team.
There's a triple. That's gonna be it for the defense. They're gonna manage to push it back off the back of Logros's second amazing Earthshatter. He really is on the ball with those.
That's going to be a rally defense now. 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Everybody from the attackers is trying to retreat back. LegitRC is thinking about figuring out their next pathing to come in. They have a lot of toys to work with. They have the Primal Rage, they have the Visor, they have Transcendence. But on the other side of that, they have Visor, Self-Destruct, and Res. It depends on this next couple of fights if Bob can stay alive and stay really, really safe. Big factor is going to be as this dive can get some work into him. Can Nyx and the rest of the team jump and get this mercy?
There we go. The Winston does have Primal Rage, so he has a long time to live, especially with that. That's a little bit of a dangerous self-destruct. It's going to push people back. Indeed, Oblivion is dying with a Visor. So no Visor anymore. Or Soldier, attack Visor from the back. I think it's going to be completely blocked, maybe by the D.Va. Can she manage to block it? No. Lots of damage comes out on these players, especially on the support players. Ghost, Grain goes down. Another dangerous D.Va bomb. Such good D.Va bombs this game, except for that one whiff earlier. It's going to take out Bob, and once again, the Mercy dies with no Resurrect available. This is huge. This can't keep happening. If Team Buffalo is going to stay in this, more kills come out. Ahab has swapped off onto Reaper. Let's see what he can get.
Trying to buy just that close range damage. There comes the res from Bob. Gets up 3 people altogether. This is going to rally the defense. Everybody is around that point. That car is about 5 meters away from making it into the point. And this is going to be everybody from the attackers just finally giving the call to retreat. Get back up. Know the fact that they have 2 minutes. If they keep on this staggered defense, or the staggered attack that they keep trying to take, it's just going to keep coming back and bite them. Rally back together. Get everyone together. Ahab does get a pretty long-range shot off to take down Zenyatta. It's going to buy about another 10 seconds off the clock. Minute and about 40 seconds, minute and 30 seconds before we see the next real strong fight.
2 minutes remaining. Not too many tools here for offense. I think they just need to maybe do a dry push here, not use any ultimates. They're running into a Death Blossom, Earth Shatter. Bob will have the res up, but we've seen how good of a job Legit is doing at taking out the Mercy. We'll have to see. Jump in probably from Nyx coming pretty soon. That's a bomb. Might be big. No, Ian Legend. Good job rocket boosting out of there so he doesn't kill any of the supports with him. Although, another Earth Shatter. This one only gets 2, though, from Logos. Charges in as well in a very bad position. Ahab, potentially with a lot of damage from this, gets blocked. That's the issue with Reaper against D.Va. D.Va can eat up the entire thing, and Transcendence to push this fight through.
Ricky does blow Visor, trying to find something. Not going to get much worth out of it. Everybody is dropping. Bob
dies with res.
Is trying to trickle. Everybody's just kind of slowly dying off, and that is going to be a cap at 59 seconds. You do have to give it to the defenders. They ate a lot of time off that clock, almost 3 minutes altogether.
They did eat a lot of time up in the last section. I've got to say, Bob had to get that res off in the end. He died with res. There was a triple res ready for him. Yeah, he was at 99%, then he went up to 100%, then he died. If he was just maybe spamming that Q button a little bit more, gotta slam it, man. Gotta slam it down. And, well, 59 seconds.
You know what help with slamming down that ultimate button? Getting a new keyboard. That's right,
true.
Guys. Remember, after this round, there is going to be a keyboard that's going to be coming out. It is a K65 Lux RGB Corsair mechanical keyboard. This is going to be something you guys definitely want, so stick around after this round for your chances at it. We'll go ahead and give you the keyword probably towards the end of this match, maybe whenever we show the play of the game. So make sure everybody sticks around right now.
Man, that was a good plug. Good job. Good job. We have
This is what I do. I'm the sellout king.
Match him the sellout king. Self-pronounced. All right, let's see.
I gotta sell myself out, right?
I mean, I guess that's how it works in the business, right? LegitRC on defense now. On the red team, Citry still playing Tracer. So they're running a 2-2-2 composition with a Tracer. Now, this is a little bit interesting because Tracer is normally a hero you don't see as much on the first point, particularly on defense of King's Row, because she doesn't have that vertical mobility that you need to get onto these all-important high ground areas. Normally you see a Genji for this, or maybe if you're running more tanks, you'd say like a Winston or something, right? So I'm interested to see how Citry does on this Tracer. He will be starting on, he'll be starting probably on the high ground, we're going to see, so that he can jump down if required. But
probably going to be trying to pull off a lot of back harass on spawners as they're coming through doors. That looks like exactly where he's going for this positioning. Look, he's all up right next to spawn. Right as soon as these people come out there, he's just going to be jumping on them. But look at this really nice pathing that's coming out from everybody on Buffalo. They're going through this upper walkway, almost entirely negating this Tracer's flank.
They will be taking the back high ground. This might be an issue. Tracer needs to get behind there, using blinks. This is a tad slow. If this attacking team pushes in immediately, they won't have the Tracer behind them. She is getting in now. Get some shots on Sabab. He needs to be careful here. One more clip will take it out. Yep, there we go. Nice shots by him. Gets traded out by Ahab, though, with the Helix rocket. So hard to react to with the Tracer. You see Logos down in the bottom. Gets nicely charged by Nyx, but still, it might not be enough, as the defenders, they don't have the spawn advantage, and they're dropping pretty severely here. Ricky does dash in, takes out, dash reset. Bucket's going to go down as well, and that's going to be it for this first point. Very fast take.
I'm really impressed with Buffalo in their positioning there. They took a really different style of path. I mean, it's common to go through the back pathing over there and push up through. But then whenever they came through and they made it over next to the point, instead of immediately dropping down, they went to the upper walkway and made sure that that was entirely cleared out. They got pick after pick and then mobilized off of that to drop down together onto the point and make sure that they got a really strong control for that. And with that, they're rewarded with almost 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. It's now ticked down to 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Just really, really strong, smart, intelligent movement as a team. So much kudos to Buffalo in that push.
5 minutes in the time bank. Very healthy amount of time. Just about as well as you can do at this point in Truth's phase. Nearly perfect. No ultimates up quite yet. Ricky will be getting Blade relatively soon. Some harass from the Tracer in the back. The Tracer has the Zenyatta as a relatively easy target. Let's see. Managed to kill him last time. So you can hit this time. Almost a pulse bomb available. If he gets this pulse bomb, this could be big. This is a pretty big pulse bomb. Does it stick? No, not quite. Hits the cart. Oh no.
That is catastrophic. We saw Reinhardt go down before that pulse bomb managed to come out. Pulse bomb doesn't manage to connect. That just means that everybody on Buffalo is just racking up the kills right now. Cart's pushing forward. You can see Bucket back there as Diva hanging out, just decides to suicide to avoid feeding over any extra ult charge to this enemy team. Nyx is back up, trying to push forward. This card is pushing in again. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to work with.
That's pretty much
Buffalo has
perfect
right now. That's absolutely insane. Everybody's trying to get into position. Look at this. Winston's going forward. Largos is trying to buy a little position to come out inside of here. Again, Switchery is trying to find the side fight, trying to find these squishy targets, specifically the Zenyatta.
Oh, didn't quite find it. Very low. Forced to Transcendence out. In the front, though. You see an initiation potentially happening. Let's see. Attack Visor with Nano. And, that's not going to hit anything. No, not that. Zenyatta ultimate might save everybody. Not Ricky, though. This is still technically even. Ahab does get the kill. He has another visor. Let's see what we can get with this. Sikri doing a lot of trouble. Takes him out as well. Bucket gets a hook. Doesn't get too much with it. Charge from Nyx. He's in so much trouble. Let's see if he can stay alive. Looks like he can.
Nyx and Bucket are doing such a good job on just staying alive and holding this point.
Ahab maybe.
As much time as they can.
Ahab barely went down there. Still alive, Nyx. I can't believe he's still alive. This is insane. Finally goes down, but I don't know. I think that he bought enough time for the defense to stabilize.
That was just a real solid hero defense coming out from Nyx and just holding out. Bucket and Nyx survived there for almost an extra 20 or 30 seconds longer than the rest of the team, allowing everybody to come back in, mop up these last couple of kills, and force all of the attackers to come back. Now, that was a very nice, strong first defense, but they've got to repeat that probably about 3 to 5, maybe even 6 times, depending on how aggressive the attackers play, because there are still 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on this clock for the attackers to play with.
LegitRC's team was looking so good, but at this point they're staring down a 4-minute time bank. They missed the Tracer pulse bomb. Let's see, Logros initiating the back on the supports, not doing too much damage. It looks like he's still alive so far. Does he have his ultimate? Yes, he does. Oh no, this is big trouble. Anna managed to get out of the corner, but let's see if she can get out of this one. Oh, Logros, it does go down. Actually jumps off himself. The cart is moving.
The whole time the fight is going on, the cart's moving. It's like 10 meters away now. It's inching forward little by little as people are getting booped and bounced around next to this cart.
Oh, that was a sick Earth Shatter. Gets the visoring Ahab. That's absolutely crucial. Ricky in the back, getting some value out of this blade, but it's not going to be enough. He's the only one remaining. 3 minutes left on the clock. They can do this. LegitRC slowly whittling down the time. They've already spent 2 minutes. They just need another 2 to be even.
Specifically, it's the same thing that we saw last time. Buying as much time, eating off this clock as you can. They do have a minute to work with if this goes into extra rounds, and they don't want to have to compete with that 3 minutes. So really stalwart defense that's showing up right now. Target prioritization is really big. Look at this stagger that's going to happen to I am the Legend back here. Finally goes down back in the back.
You have the whole hug going out. Looks like it's going to be countered completely by the Transcendence, but in the back, Logros in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have his ultimate. 80 health remaining. Is he going to live? I don't think so. Yeah, that's going to be it for him. And once again, the defense stands strong.
I think a big part of this is Switchery is going for a lot of these pulse bombs, and they just aren't connecting. That is probably the third or fourth one we've seen that's landed on the ground instead of on a target. And that's just, they're expecting to get a couple of kills off of that, and they keep missing it every single time. This 2 minutes, 25 seconds, more and more time keeps going down. Switchery is playing a little bit forward, trying to look around, see what they can do.
I think that, well, with Bucket on this Roadhog, I don't think that Ricky on that solo diving Genji can really get enough value here. Although, look, they swapped off of the Winston, going on to Ian the Legend, Zarya. Try to get that, try to end it out. Just finish the game up with a Zarya ultimate. They don't want to just be full health here.
Pushing forward, everybody's making forward. We see Nano Visor is coming out. Ian Legends
that's
right up in the face, trying to absorb as much damage as they can. Oblivion picks up 2 though. Bucket picks up another.
That's it for that fight. 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining. Looks like the best we can do now on the side of Buffalo is to make it even. This has been a heroic defense for LegitRC. Ricky has Blade. Logros with the Earth Shatter. Ian Legend swapped off again. They can't be swapping off like this. They just gave up a Zarya with 35-ish% charge. They just swapped him off twice, so now he has no charge at all with D.Va. This is not good for their ultimate economy. Charge in from Logros. Does hit Nyx. That's huge. There's no Reinhardt to block the Earth Shatter. Only gets 1 though. So, you know, maybe not the most value, but still, it is value. Owen gets hooked. Does he go down? Oh, yes, he does. That's absolutely huge. 63%, so he didn't have barrier. Let's see if Ricky... Okay, Ricky has a Blade. I think that they can push this through. Ricky needs to just kind of close this out. Double charge. There we go, with a double dash.
He's holding on for it for the last second to see if maybe somebody can come through. With that, 1 minute and 8 seconds versus 1 minute. There were very great holds from both teams, and now we're going to be moving into the bonus rounds. See what everybody can do with this little bit of time that they have to work with. Both teams potentially only have 1, maybe 2 pushes to try to claim this point. So let's see who can capture the most of it.
Here we go. Round 3. This is it. This is the climax. 1 minute for each team. Well, LegitRC has 8 additional seconds. Which, actually, you know what? 8 seconds sounds like nothing. But when you only have 1 minute, 1 minute is like maybe 2 pushes, right? 1 minute and 8 seconds is potentially 3 pushes.
It's highly possible. And because the spawn usually takes about 15 seconds if you can get back in there. So that's almost a whole nother spawn on the Lost Fight that they can try to make it back in, because the attackers do have a very close spawn here. I think the big factor for this is going to be any attrition on the defenders team. Defending, if you lose somebody really early on any of these fights, it's going to be so detrimental because the walk back is going to be so long, and it's just going to be so exasperated by this. Everybody's going to be playing with nerves and speed right now, and potentially sitting on a Torbjorn. That attack Torbjorn isn't coming out the doors, but I always like to give a little look at it.
No, that's the strat. That's the 1 minute round 3 attack Torbjorn strat I think we're seeing. Oh, no, it's not. Darn. Man, my predictions are terrible.
Who would have thought with everything on the line, and then we're in overtime rounds, that attack Torbjorn is not the way to go.
Look at Citry do. He's standing up here again, trying to block this. He's not doing the same play before. Good adaptation there. Really well done. Indeed, he does find it.
Yep.
Blinking maybe around. Oh no, he goes down to the low ground. So, Citry do maybe not so into this fight. Ricky Games dives through, takes out Oblivion. That's absolutely massive. With no soldier now, it's all up to Citry do. He needs to find an absolutely massive play. That was a nice clip onto Owen. Another one. Oh, that was some serious shots taken by Citry do. That might have saved the entire fight. That was incredible. Bob is all alone now versus the Tracer, so he gets taken out. Ahab as well is on the fight. Let's see Nyx charging in. Very, very dangerous charge. We've seen him do those charges before, but somehow stays alive. Great healing support from the rest of his team.
That defenders managed to rally together. Looks like they could get some people here. Everybody's sitting. That is a third of the point captured, though. So these little numbers are going to become very important. 4 seconds on the clock. Winston jumps in. Lucio manages to make it there as well. Oh, no, that's a Genji.
A bit early. Yeah, well, it was overtime, so I guess That was as late as he could possibly go. This is gonna be it. Well, this is a full hold. Just that one third is gonna be taken here by the offense. Ian Legend is gonna go down in just a second, and Bucket's Nano Whole Hog will for sure finish this up relatively nicely.
It's just a matter of just buying every little bit and piece that they can. They're trying to get something underneath there. They're just not going to be able to rally, get any more. But they did get that third. And a third of it is very important. The more of that point you can cap, the better it is. Now we're looking at the inverse of this with 1 minute and 8 seconds. Let's see if that 8 seconds ends up being extremely influential or not.
All right. Here we go, 1/3. So if they don't take a third, then it's okay. So it looks like Buffalo didn't. Yeah, Buffalo didn't take a third. As a result, if LegitRC also doesn't take a third, it's a tie, and we go on to 1 round of King of the Hill. If they take at least 1/3 of this point, then, well, LegitRC takes it.
I thought that they managed to capture the 1/3. I don't have the screenshot.
No, they were just barely not enough.
Oh, that's horrible to hear.
We'll have to see though.
So,
I guess we'll see at the end if they don't take it. But I think that LegitRC, they had a very, very strong offense coming into the first point we saw. They only got stalled out a little bit later on. So we'll have to see again. Oblivion is once again on the Widowmaker. Subpar player. Well, I hope he has some above par reses, because they'll certainly need it.
Before we get into this, I just want to remind everybody, type in K65 for your chance at that keyboard. Make sure you are following the stream. We will be doing the giveaway for the K65 Lux RGB Corsair keyboard directly after this while we're doing the interview phase. And action's already underway. I'm sorry the sellout ate into it. I Am the Legend does manage to take down Citridu.
Well, that pretty much negates the 8-second advantage that they had coming into it. Even takes out a little bit more of it as well. Probably a 15-second delay there because of the hook. Ian the Legend almost goes for another hook. Barely misses. Let's see what sort of push we have coming out. May as well. We didn't even notice this on defense. May wall will be all right, but with no wall anymore. Free reign coming in. Citridu on this fair. Barely misses the concussive mine. He can't be too close to this Roadhog. He's in so much danger right now. The hook does miss. Citridu goes through. Bucket with the dash reset. Only 3 players left now for the defense. I think that this might be LegitRC's round. They're taking it. Olwyn goes down as well. That's it. LegitRC is going to take the match.
Very just nice play coming out from Farah. Citridu managed to position really, really well, coupled in with Bucket. Just great job from LegitRC altogether, going all the way into overtime rounds. Both teams should be very, very pleased with how effective they both played inside that. I can't wait to see what they both bring next week. And yes, we get the shout-outs for Kumumi. Kumomi. So whoever Kumumi is, for you.
Kumumi.
And here we go. We've got Oblivion that's going to be coming in for the play of the game here. Looks like just a really nice mop-up. Blowing the visor there. Just everybody just lines up right into the damage. And good job on the D.Va for providing protection on that. You see that there was entire self-defense matrix just hugging that soldier and making sure nobody could do any damage onto it?